You didn't stop to buy any food. You carried your food for many years. Later, things became a little bit different that you could stop and buy some food. But before 1960, at nighttime, you didn't stop to buy no food.
Well, when we would go visit like our aunts in Georgia, or if we were going to Chicago, you know, my mother, she would fry chicken, boil eggs. That was something that, you know, you always traveled with.
And we had the tin bucket with ice in it, with newspapers around it and everything for the trunk of the car to put milk in and pop, and deviled eggs.
And our standard fare was fried chicken and pound cake. I guess because these items didn't kept longer.
And we took brown bags. You heard your older people talk about brown bag? Greasy brown bag, fried chicken was a #1 priority. Fried chicken and pork chops. That's what you went up and down the road with. And some water. We talk about people carrying water now. We carried water then. In quart jars, mason jars, and whatever.
You know, you pack your food, threw it in the window because you didn't have coolers in those days. Threw it in the back window to keep it warm.
And we'd have our food on the side of the road.
And if there were restaurants along the way, we could not use them as well. And so, but there were snack machines at each one of these places, so we'd end up with some Lance's crackers and chips or peanuts or something like that. That was going to be our source of nourishment on the road, if we didn't pack up something and take it with us. Going home, my mother's always made sure we had some food when we got on the road, so it was not that much of a problem.
But I can remember being excited about going. You know, I didn't realize all what they had to go through in order for us to get to Chicago or Georgia.
Mother always did the reading. She was the navigator. She would always say, well, let's see, we're getting to whatever town. And then Miss So-and-so's got a restaurant, or Miss So-and-so, we'll get there in time to get some of her food.
We knew what the conditions were and knew that there were certain places you just didn't bother to try to enter. So maybe that eliminated any problems along the way. So if we got to a place where there were white and black signs, we knew, hey, you go in the place marked, Negro, colored at that time. And so those were really the experiences. It was not so much embarrassing, but it was just a condition of the time that was not very pleasant, having to do that.